welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's May 15th, 2023, and so half of May is already gone, and we've done a few things already this month, and we've got a few more things to do. I went to the stamp show on the weekend, and got a chance to do a little video on that. Hopefully you got a chance to watch it. What I wanted to do was show you what I actually picked up while at the stamp show. I told you about the Scott catalogs that I got. I got a complete set of 2009 Scott catalogs. Well, almost complete set. Here's one from 2006. So SO to Z, which is the end of this catalog series, I got in 2006. The rest are all 2009. So there's 6 volumes of those that I got for $30. I won that in an auction. I originally put in a bid of 20, someone said 25, so I went 30. I may have even been able to get it at 26, I don't know. But I think I got a great deal, and from some of the comments that I've been getting from people that have said that I did get a great deal. So I'm happy with that. But I also was able to pick up a few other stamps while I was there, some things that weren't in my father's collection. So I wanted to show you those. I picked up some stamp mounts because I'm going to need them for some of these stamps to put them in the books. And I showed you sets like these lighthouses that were only $2, or actually I bundled a bunch of them up, so I got them for even less than that overall. So I'm going to show you some of those as well. Now, these sort of things, I'm not going to keep all of them. Some of them I'm going to use for future giveaways. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping some milestones with my channel will be coming up, and so I'll be able to do some giveaways for that. So let me show you a few more of them. How about the 25th anniversary of the coronation stamps? So with the coronation of King Charles III just happening, here is the 25th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. So there's some kind of older stamps there. It's a nice booklet. It's got some information on it. It's got the stamps. How about what we know is Queen Mum? So Queen Elizabeth's mother, here's some stamps of hers that were put through the years. There she is on the back. And each one of these packets kind of have a thing to go with them. Here we have some stamps from Scotland. So some people just collect certain nations or certain definitives. Here's another one from Scotland. This one isn't as in great shape, so I'll decide whether or not that's worthy to give away to somebody. No, it's just the plastic has come off on the back, but I guess free is free if I'm giving them away. There's Isle of Man. I haven't decided what's going to go which one. This one I may hang on to. This is Tolkien. And we've got definitive stamps in there. This one's interesting because it's about Tolkien. It has a whole bunch of things in it, but they're all Machens inside. It's not like it's Tolkien stamps inside. But there are lots of them, lots of stamps inside. So some of these stamps, maybe you only were able to get if you bought this booklet. So there may be some value that way. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. It's something that Kyler was showing me about. I bought a few of these, and then he went back and he looked at the stuff, and he bought a couple of them because he found some stamps in there. Like you could buy the booklet for $2, but there might be a $15 stamp inside of it. How about this couple? Charles and Diana. There's some sad memories there, but a bit of history, a little booklet for the Diana stamps. Or maybe you want Prince Andrew and Fergie. So another couple not together anymore. Here's the Queen's 80th birthday stamps. You're noticing a bit of a trend. If I found anything that was royal, I know there's people that collect royal stuff, so I figured they'd be a hot item. And for $1 or $2 for each pack, I thought it was a great bargain. The final pack series I got was this one here on the Grand Prix. I know it has nothing to do with the royals, but I thought there might be someone who would be interested in that as well. There are some car enthusiasts. So those are the packs that I got that are probably all going to be future type giveaways or something or other that I'll do. But stay tuned for that as more people subscribe, and I'm hoping you're one of them. If you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe, like, leave comments. I love interacting with the community, and share it with other people. If you're already a subscriber and you're happy with what you're seeing on the different content I put out, tell some other people about it. Maybe they'll like it as well. If you're a YouTuber, promote it for me. Yeah, that would be great. I'll do the same when you're on. I try to do the same thing. If someone sends me something or I'm communicating, I like to let them know that they've got YouTube channels too, so the community can grow as a whole. All right, the other thing I want to show you is individual stamps that I got. These are almost all Canadian. There is a small exception, and I'll talk about those when I get to them. All right, here we have the provincial flag series that came out. My father had the whole collector sheet of these, and he did have some loose ones, but he didn't have them in the binder, so I thought I'd get a set of all the provincial flags at the time. I say that at the time because we have 3 territories now, and there are only 2 territories represented in these stamps. Because at the time, it was just the Yukon and the Northwest Territories. So, here are the stamps. And Newfoundland has a different flag than that now, but that was the flag at the time. It was just the Union Jack. So there has been some changes since these stamps have come out. All right, these stamps here are not Canadian, as you will see. They are Italian, and Kyler found a complete set of these in a book. You know, Hitler and Mussolini there. It wasn't that I was trying to collect either of these gentlemen, but there was a complete set of them, and for 50 cents or 60 cents for the 6 of them, I figured I might as well get them. I didn't know if they were in my father's collection already. If they aren't, then they are now. And if he already did have them, they will go off to somebody else. That's the plan. And these ones here I picked up. I already have them, or Dad already had them in his collection. But once again, the royal stamps, people seem to like that. So when I'm putting stamps together for other people, sometimes these are nice. I really like this one here with Princess Elizabeth before she's queen. And this one, the birth of the post office, an Australian stamp, 1809. I like the idea of birth of the post office, so I picked that one up as well. All right, these next ones are ones that were gaps in my father's collection. So I'm not sure why he didn't have these two there. They seem to be relatively common. They only cost like 5 or 10 cents. They weren't very expensive. And then postage due, he wasn't collecting it, but he only had small gaps in it. So I figured, well, I'll pick these ones up because they're not that expensive once again. And that was the idea for me, is not to spend a lot while I was there. So we've got a whole bunch of these different postage due that came out all during the war, in that time frame. And then this one here is an air stamp. That one. And then here you can see this was the 69th issued stamp. It says a catalog price was $2 and it was being sold for $1. I probably got it less than that because I tried to bundle things as much as I could. Another special delivery one. They were asking $6.25 for it. And these two, I picked them both up together. $3.50. I think there was one stamp in here. You can see the marking up here. One of these is $3.50. The other one I got, and they just put them in the envelope together for me. I don't even think that was the right envelope. You can see the under cellophane there. Another postage due. And then we have this one here. 75 cents, not too expensive. This one was a bit more, $6. You can see the markings on it, a little different. The Ottawa Conference of 1932, which is very similar stamp to this one, except for it's got an overlay with the wording, and it goes from a 5-cent stamp. You can see they overlaid it to a 6-cent stamp here. They crossed out the 5, so that's a little different. And this is the most expensive stamp that I bought, $15. And like I said, I bundled it with other stuff to try to bring it down a little bit, but it was a gap one that I wanted to fill. Here you can see the catalogs that I won at auction. They originally were in the Halifax Public Library. That's why they've got these numbers on it. And then every once in a while, the libraries will clear out old catalogs to make room for the new ones because they take up a lot of space. So someone bought them or got them from the Halifax Library, and then they found their way to Moncton and decided to put them on the auction table, especially seeing how catalogs are out now for 2023. So yeah, 2009, that's more than what I need for what I've got in the collection to go back and look. Anything that's newer than 2009, I can always borrow a catalog from the library here. So there you go. Those are my purchases or finds that I had at the stamp show this time around. Next time I will have to do a bigger list of what might be missing from the Canadian collection, as not a lot in individual stamps. If you were into collector sheets or coils or series rows, corners, those sort of things, yeah, my dad's missing a lot of that stuff. The set doesn't have to be 100% complete, but as many holes as I could fill on a budget would be great. And then I'll start looking at some other countries too, because he's got other collections. People have been generous, like Linda has been generous sending me up stamps from the United States. I'll have to see what he's missing and where we are with that collection. And I've started to get a few stamps coming in from Great Britain as well. So I know his collection kind of goes to a, you know, maybe the late 80s or early 90s in his books. So anything I'm getting since then, I'm gonna have to add in. So I'll need my catalogs for those. Yeah, so if you get a chance to go to a stamp show, you should. My particular stamp show, I learned that they had postcards at, which was a nice surprise. I had already spent the budget that I wanted to spend, maybe even a little bit more. And so I didn't go and invest in some of the vintage postcards that they had for sale. Some of them were vintage that had nothing on the back, so I could reuse them and send them out into the world. And there were a lot of them were images of Atlantic Canada, which I love to be able to send. I told Kyler he should look at it. I don't know if he did after I left or not, but if they are there next time around, I will spend a little bit more time going through them. So I'm very happy with it. I wanted to share, I wanted to show you the packets of things, because in the future, I want to be able to send some gifts out that are stamp related. And so now I've got a few things. They're not Canadian stamp related, so I may still have to go look and find some Canadian stuff to send. It might be odd sending Royal Mail things from Canada, but who knows? If you're a collector, you're a collector, right? It doesn't matter where it comes from and what you get. But if that's stuff you like, maybe it'll be a giveaway that maybe there's an option. These are some of the things you pick and choose. I haven't decided yet. All I know is that I wanted to make the investment now so I could use it for the future. Hopefully you like it, and hopefully you have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?